favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques.
Oh,
Jacques.
oh.
What is good? What's popping? What's happening?
What's happening?
Looking at who we got in the comment section.
Let's see, man. You know you got to give it time. YouTube be tripping, man. They got to pile in, so they piling in now. The notification just went out, so I got Jeremy Squire in the building. He says, "My boys."
What
Latoya
up, Jeremy?
P. What up? She
Latoya
says, "Happy
P.
Monday."
What's up, man?
Tennessee T in the building. Also, yeah, we're gonna talk about it, bro. Just hang
Tennessee
tight. Sin City
Sin
Titans.
City.
One of our first subscribers, brother. How you doing?
Yep.
He says,
"What's up?
Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast." Hey, Jeremiah in the building. He said, yo, what's good, Tennessee too? Yeah, hey, there we go. Like I said, we got to give it some time, Hawk. They piling in slowly but surely.
Yes, sir.
Amid,
what's up?
We got Classic Ride Society in this joint. What up, bro?
Classic Ride. OG Classic Ride, man.
Right. Fort Worth. What up, baby boy? Tennessee Titans. Rossi. What's going on, fellas? Tighten up.
Rossi drove past Rossi Road and about 30 minutes ago, bro, before I came home, dude. What up?
Team Leader 2010. What up, bro? 2010. What is up?
Hey, y'all, check out Rossi's show. Hey, Rossi be coming through with them facts, man. I'm telling you.
He broke a nice little piece. I seen you on Twitter, Rossi, about the Amy and it was told to pay the man, but John ignored it. So keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all killing it.
Yeah, Rossi. That's right.
Rodney LeGrone. He says only Titan content I can tolerate after a bad loss.
Rodney G, we appreciate it, man.
Hey, we've been getting bombarded, man. Me and Hawk has been like literally sick. Like we've been sick, and it's kind of ironic how it happened at the same time. So, guys, we apologize, but being under the weather and trying to do this for an hour and a half is not the business. So, Bryce Tubbs, what up, bro?
Breezy, what's up?
What up? We got
what up, y'all?
2010 ENT in the building. What up, bro? What up?
Tally, what's popping, bro?
Hey, Ross be having the inside scoop.
Yeah, man. So,
hey,
cool, man. Hey, Jacques, you know I told you I bumped into today at Starbucks, man. I bumped into Derek Mason today, man, at Starbucks in Green Hills, man. I said, "What's up?"
You did tell me that, man.
Yeah, man. I told him, "What's up?" We chopped for a few minutes. We had to get on the show.
What is up, my boy Brian Grover, bro?
Brian Jeezy.
Hey, Brian G, what up, bro? Facts no paper. Hit my line, Brian. We gotta catch up, man.
Yes,
Jakey on. He says, "My boy,
what up?" Hey, Jakey, I think I saw your Instagram. You finishing your second semester of school this year or whatever. Your second year. Hey, man, do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Hey, we got JS75 in the bid. He said, "What up? Tighten up." We got Alex. He says, "Vrabel said today there will be no coaching." Okay. Yeah, we know.
Alex Manns. Okay.
We're gonna talk about it.
We are, man. So, hey, y'all, we appreciate everybody here at the show and everything, man. You know, Jacques and I was just talking beforehand, just listening to the radio and everything today, watching TV and things like that. So, we're gonna get into this, man. Yeah, Mason in person, he's pretty cool, man. He's pretty cool cat. You know what I'm saying? And he had to hurry up to his show. We chopped it just for a split second, man. He had to go to his show. Cool dude, man. I think he, feels a certain same way, just about the Titans losing, just kind of just in disbelief. But yeah, cool cat, man. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. Yep. So yeah, man. So, well, hey, man, listen, we about to get this show started, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. As you all know, the Tennessee Titans lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars 36-22. Jacques was at the game. I was at home watching the game and just, but I tell you this, Jacques, maybe I'm wrong. I think I have a vibe that you have, Jacques. I have the same vibe, and I think, okay, we got this first, okay.
LG in the building, he said, "What up, fellas? God bless you guys." At the end of the day and the top of the morning, it's still tighten up, hard as it may be sometimes. Ha. Hey, I can dig it, bro. I can
dig it, LG part 2. I can. He kind of took the words from my mouth in a way, right? About a vibe. Right. Am I right, Jacques?
Right.
We'll see what's up. We'll see what I'm feeling from you, Jacques. We'll see, man.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
LG part 2. Do. Boom. LG part 2 in the building. early. Appreciate it, man.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate it.
Chris Martin, what up, bro? Don't want to miss your comment, man. We try to get everybody's comments.
Yes,
80,
sir.
Keisha in the building. What's up, my sister? What's
Keisha
up?
Bible, what's good? What's happening?
We got Damon in the building. Hey, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into
Absolutely. Y'all already got great comments,
it.
man.
I
And
thought
so,
that's what I'm saying. Hey, bring the juice.
yep, y'all trying to get us to start the chop up early.
Right.
so,
uh,
so Jacques, we lost this game, man.
mhm.
And there's many reasons why we lost. So give me some reasons. Give me at least 2 reasons, man, as to why we lost to the freaking Duval County Pussycats.
Okay. Well, one reason I think is the biggest elephant in the room, and you probably might talk about it too, is turnovers, man.
Yeah.
4. You can't have 4 turnovers and think you're gonna win a game, bro. And even if you did win a game, it's just sloppy football. But I mean, literally, it was the most wonky. You know what this game reminded me of? This was deja vu. This reminded me of last year when we played Houston in the rain. And I was at that game too. Seriously eerie to how it was. It wasn't raining, but if you've been in Nashville, if you're from Nashville, the past week has been gloom, doom, rain, clouds. It looked like Seattle. So at that game Sunday, it was cool, it was gloomy, it was depressing, and 4 turnovers. Now I forgot how many turnovers we had last year against the Texans, and I think it was either 4 or 5. We had a slew of turnovers, right? So it kind of reminded me of that. And again, we were beating ourselves. I mean, every time you turn around, there was something that happened. We'll get 2 positive plays, and all of a sudden a turnover. Each turnover that the Jacksonville Jaguars got, they scored on. They took advantage of it. And the first half, I mean, the Titans' offense was looking damn good. I said, okay. But I didn't want to get too excited until that first turnover happened. I was like, okay, strip sack. All right, cool. I can give you that. But then the second turnover happened. I was like, okay, this is not looking well. It's a pattern with the Titans. If they get 1 or more turnovers, they're going to lose the game, right? Yep. So the biggest elephant in the room is turnovers. Number 2, your talent is really the true face of this football team came out on Sunday.
Facts, no paper.
The true face, right? When you have key pieces come out, and when you like Danico Autry, go to the defensive side of the ball real quick. Danico Autry's being gone. I didn't think this was going to be a big spotlight, but it is.
Yes, sir.
They're not getting pass rush. Danico Autry is a sneaky, underrated, great, good player. He was good for the Colts, and now he's good for the Titans. And when he's out there, this defensive line seems to feast, and they seem to eat, right? But this is almost the 3rd or 4th week in a row that they haven't been able to get pressure, right? So, with that being said, we paying Bud Dupree all this damn money. He's not doing nothing, right? Jeffrey Simmons is on a bum ankle. Rashad Weaver, he's okay. So it wasn't no pressure. So when you didn't get no pressure on Trevor Lawrence, you allowed Trevor Lawrence to act a fool. You made Trevor Lawrence actually gain confidence for his next 4 or 5 games, right? So when I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, go to talent again. In the secondary, Hawk, I don't think you remember this. I don't think you remember this, but I remember it vividly. When you said at the beginning of the season, what was your concern? One of your concerns was the secondary, right? The secondary. My thing was it would offset by the defensive line. The defensive line can kind of offset a bad secondary. We didn't realize how bad this secondary was until, again, Sunday was awful, atrocious, right? Poor Roger McCreary. I mean, unfortunately, you are what God make you, and he has short arms. That throw to Zay Jones in the end zone in the corner where he had his hands up and he almost had an interception, but if he had 2 or 3 more inches on his arms, it probably would have been an interception. But unfortunately, it wasn't. So, just equally with turnovers, you also don't have the talent. We don't have the talent. And then it's even worse. It's even worse now when you can't beat Jacksonville. So that makes me hella nervous going forward because now we can't even beat Jacksonville on the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side of the ball. We're screwed, y'all. Hey, but you ask me why we lost this game? That's the real reason why we lost this game. What about you, Hawk?
Wow, Jacques. Facts, no paper. I'd say, man, that's the biggest part of the cake, right? So I'm gonna take the icing off the cake. So who's good with jersey numbers? Okay, I've been those that know me know I'm really good with jersey numbers. I'm good with numbers, period. Somebody answer this question. Who wears number 71? I'm going to give everybody a second to think about that real quick, man. Who wears 71? I want to know. Who wears? We're gonna put the chat. We're gonna put the chat up. I want to see who can answer this question correctly, man. 71. Who wears 71? I gotta see this.
For the Titans. Who wears 71 for the Titans?
For the Titans. Who wears 71? Thank you, Jacques. Look at this, right? Look at this. Pull them all up, Jacques. Pull them up. Pull them all up. Pull them up.
Oh, they
Show
coming
his
in,
name on here.
Give me a minute, bro.
Yes,
they coming
bro,
in.
Bring them all in, man. You put his name on there. We putting you on the board, bro. We putting you on the board, man. We're putting you on the board, dude. We appreciate everybody being very, very participative right now. Dennis Daly. Hey, man. I never wish nothing bad on anybody as far as them losing their job. What in the hell is Dennis Daly doing out there at left tackle? What is he doing? Now, we talked about before the game started. For those that saw our pregame show, did you all get the feel that we felt the Jags were going to beat us? Please tell me is that how you felt? Okay, all right. We got a super chat.
Bryce Tubbs with the $4.99. He said, "Oh, notice Hooker never finished on a blitz either." Tubbs,
Facts.
$4.99. We stopped the show, guys. When you support, man, we stop mid-sentence. We don't care what we talking about.
That's right. That's right. Bryce Tubbs. Do-do-do-do. Boom. Bryce Tubbs in the building early. Hey, Bryce, we appreciate it, bro. Dennis Daly struggled. Now, Jacques, I do agree, and we talked about before the game of how we felt the Tennessee Titans were going to struggle against the Jags because we talked about injuries, and we were right? We were right. We also talked about how the Jags on the outside could beat our tackles, especially Dennis Daly, and that's exactly what they did. Travon Walker's sack was on him. Josh Allen's sack was on him. All the sacks was on his side, right? All of them. Even when Josh Allen and Travon Walker got there at the same time, Travon Walker beat Josh Allen to the quarterback because of Dennis Daly. Dennis Daly's playing bad football. I'd say I don't know his rating. Is how they say before the game, my name is Dennis Daly. And then you look at the bottom, his ranking, his PFF ranking versus everyone at his position. If there's 120, if there's 120 left tackles, he's 120. Okay, the way he's playing right now. Dennis Daly struggled. Okay, and again, we can say that's a part of the talent pool, but Dennis Daly's a starter, and that's where you look at the John Robinson situation and say you brought this guy in right now. He's not worthy to start right now, man. I'm not saying he's not an NFL tackle. He's not ready. He's not ready. We're putting a lot of pressure on this guy, and his left tackle is an unbelievable position. You got to have that assured, and we don't have that, okay? Jacksonville does not have a top defense. We talked about that, right?
No, don't.
And again, that goes to your point. Turnovers is the main reason we lost this game. It's talent of injuries. Those are the main reasons why. But outside of that, I'm looking at Dennis Daly. I'm looking at Dylan Cole. Dylan Cole was, missing plays. Like, shout out to my boy, Young Mav. He said, man, that boy got cement shoes on. And even Dylan Cole at the end of the game was crying because, he didn't have a good game. So certain players just didn't play well in certain spots. You get an opportunity, you got to make it happen. Jacksonville, again, is not a good football team. But Trevor Lawrence looked good out there. Evan Ingram balled out. So we gave them chances because of turnovers. And we didn't take advantage of opportunity. Derrick Henry had over 100-something yards in the first half. So it was like, why do we stop? We're Todd Downing, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Why do we change up the whole offense in the second half? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to tell you one last thing, Jacques, as to why we lost this game. Are you ready to see this picture, Jacques? Y'all ready out here? All right. Boom.
Ooh,
Amy Adams Strong. Let me tell you why I say this. Distractions. I have no problem with what she, in her right of letting John Robinson go. That hey, she's the boss. It is what it is. But given the time that it happened, these players were drafted by John Robinson. Not to say it couldn't happen, but I think this past week has just been a lot going on. The Titans in the second half did not seem prepared. They seemed distracted, and I think it impacted the game. So I think distractions was the second reason why we lost this football game. We were too distracted. That's just my thoughts.
All right, great points, huh?
Yep.
Great points. Let me see. LG, he says, I live in Jacksonville and people been hitting me up all day. Yeah, I bet.
I
I
bet,
bet.
man.
Injuries. Let's
Yes.
see.
Injuries.
Keith Carter.
And y'all, can I be? Well, I'll wait till the next question. I'll wait.
All right. So we'll let me see if I got one more. One more. I'm gonna pull up here. Let's see. Agreed. In okay.
Ian said, "Hey, a GM impact should not impact." It's some truth to that, Ian. I do agree.
That's
grown
big
man.
fact. That's what Jeffrey Simmons said. Jeffrey Simmons said
Right.
John Robinson's not out here coaching or playing football, and I agree with that. If it was, like I said, if it was a coach that got fired, I could see a bigger distraction, either going from good to bad. A GM, yeah, but if I'm playing, I'm like, okay, yeah, he got fired, but I still got to do my job, no matter if he's still there or not. He doesn't impact what I do. He just don't. Now, Vrabel does. My position coach does, but not him. He helps write my checks. But if I don't perform, then I'm gonna be right out the door with him. I'm gonna be on the couch. What up, John? How you doing, brother? You straight? You good? Need some popcorn? You drink? You straight? What's up? So yeah, definitely.
But what I would say too is agree with that. I do. It should not impact them. That's a fact. But have y'all ever seen the Titans this down ever? Under Mike, have you ever seen that in the game? Everybody their heads down and stuff.
Nah. That's with a Mike Vrabel team. Nah.
No, that's the thing that I'm saying, right? Like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? You're right. It shouldn't. That's why I say, like, I've never seen the Titans walk off the field with their heads down like this. So I'm like, well, why is that? All our jobs on the line. So the buyer is saying, yeah,
you should be. You should. All everybody's job should be in jeopardy right now. I agree with that. Yes, everybody's getting a car. You're getting a fire. You're getting fired. Yeah. So real quick, Hawk, we're gonna get to the next topic. Just flat out, are you concerned? Is there any concerns with you, Hawk?
Shout out to Ramad Love, man. He's going to the Chargers game in LA, man. Shout out to you, bro. Good stuff, brother. Good in road games is great, man. Yes, I'm concerned. All right. The one concern I'd say is going to the Super Bowl ain't happening. And then I felt when the season started, I predicted the Titans would go 10-7. I felt that we would make the playoffs. So we were a rebuilding playoff team and everything. I think we'd be lucky to go 9-8 this season. We might go 8-9. My concern is the fact that we have now put ourselves in position to where we can mess around and not make the playoffs, as crazy as that sounds, right? We're still in it, right? But the way that we're playing, if we don't get our players back, that's my concern is injuries. I think if we have our players back, we'll be fine. I think we'll win enough games to get at least to the first round of playoffs and probably lose. But all you ask is to get in the playoffs. Get in there. Get in where you fit in. The year that we beat the Kansas City Chiefs with Marcus Mariota with a touchdown to himself, who thought we was going to beat the Chiefs on the road in the snow? All you ask is to get in there, right? Just get in the playoffs. But my concern is if we don't have David Long, we don't have, a big one.
Hey, Stanley, with the $50, okay.
Yes, sir.
He says, I'm tired. I can't blame Tannehill only because his O-line is terrible. Henry was killing. Then in the first half, how the hell he only has 2 yards in the second half. If Derek fumbles one more time, I'm driving to Nashville. Hey,
fact.
I feel it, bro. $50 super chat. All right, bro.
How many does that get, Jacques? 3 or 4, dude?
3. Let's give him 3.
That's going 3. We're going 3. Stanley Wilson from the M-Town of Nashville, bro. 901 to the 615, bro. Do-do-do-do.
Boom.
Do-do-do-do.
Boom.
And do-do-do-do.
Boom.
Stanley Wilson in the building. Heavy.
Yes, sir.
Stanley Wilson, bro. We appreciate it, bro. Hey, man. Come on to Nashville, bro.
Yep. We will definitely take you with open arms, my brother.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, man. So I am concerned, Jacques. Yes, okay. I am. I think, again, with injuries. I'm concerned with injuries. Mm-hmm. If our players play, we'll beat Houston and Jacksonville, get into the playoffs. We'll probably play Cincinnati. It's probably a loss, right? Probably so. If we play New England, there might be a chance there. But I'm concerned with our injuries. David Long, Christian Fulton, Hell, Jeffrey Simmons, Bud Dupree, all these guys are not playing to their full capacity at the moment because of injuries, right? Traylon Burks, hope he comes back. We need everybody on deck. Amani Hooker on deck. Everybody on deck. Now, if it doesn't happen, if we're still injured, because David Long's supposed to be out maybe to the end of the season. So that tells you right there, Christian Fulton might be out 2 more weeks. So those things hurt, bro. To where at the end of the season, we play Jacksonville, that could be the AFC South championship game.
Yep.
The AFC South championship game if we're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
I am very freaking concerned. Yes. Unreal, bro. What about you, Jacques?
Well, let me pull up this comment real quick. Talk old Tuesday. The Titans have sucked all season in the second half, not just this game. Yes, I've been concerned the whole season, bro. I've been concerned the whole season. Remember I told you at the beginning of the season, I'm lukewarm, right? And when I see from the beginning of the season to now, I've been at these games, I've watched them, I'm looking, I'm like, okay, well, how many points, if you can pull it up, Hawk, and you don't have to do it now, but I'm curious of how many points have the Titans scored in the second half this year together? We got another $5 super chat. I think we got another $5. Hold on. I thought, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Look at
Christina.
this.
Okay, let's see. What do you guys think about switching Daly and Nicholas Petit-Frere? I think if Tannen is able to see someone coming, he'll be able to get out of harm's way. I like it. Try it. Why not? All hands on deck. All hands on anything that you can try to think of. Yes, let's do it.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I haven't heard no one say that, Christine, at all.
Yep, let's do it.
I've heard people say try Dylan Radins at left tackle.
Yep.
But if you did that, put Nicholas Petit-Frere at left and put Dylan Radins at right, I still would be nervous as hell with Dylan Radins at tackle.
TD Barrett. They got TD Barrett in the building.
What up, TD Barrett?
TD Barrett, what up, bro?
But what up, TD Barrett? What's going on? What's happening?
I agree. Go ahead, Hawk.
Yep. So Christine.
Boom.
Christine Lynn in the building early. Thank you, Christine. That's a great comment. For real. To try to figure something out, man. Right? You got to do some Lego blocks right now for sure. So
at this point, man, that's what I was about to get to. My concern level, I've been concerned since the beginning of the season. But for that fact. And then it progressed. We're not able to score in the second half like we should, right? We're inconsistent on the O-line. We're offensive coordinators inconsistent. The only thing that's been kind of consistent is Tannehill, where he hasn't really just thrown too many interceptions, right? And that interception Sunday wasn't his fault. It was Nick Akina Westbrook not getting to his spot on it quick enough, right? And so, yes, I'm hella concerned, but I'm also to the point where TD Bear with the super chat. TDB all right with the $27.99, bro. Appreciate TD you, dog.
What's good, TD?
Hey,
y'all, check out his YouTube. It's dope. Y'all know it for sure, man.
TD got 1.53 million subscribers, bro. Go check him out. Great content. Great man content.
Yes, sir. TD Barrett, we got 2 on this one.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Boom! TD Barrett in the building early. Appreciate it, TD, man. We appreciate it, sir. We appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, my concern level is very high right now. And it's to the point where I'm like Christine just said, try everything. I don't care how you do it. Throw the book at this thing. Try everything that you can. Get everybody on the field. I don't care who it is. Hell, you might even have to call everybody in this chat right now to get on the field to try to help the Titans win a game. Take Dennis Daly out. Have him compete with somebody. I don't get what is happening. I think I'm more frustrated that it's not happening, right? I'm more frustrated. Damn, Stanley come through with another super with the $2. Hey, yes, sir. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all ain't seen TD's channel, the brother's cold, man. I'm telling you.
Yep. Stanley Wilson, once again. Boom! Stanley Wilson in the building once again. Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yes, I'm hella concerned, and I think I'm just more frustrated. I'm past concerned. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated as hell because, like I said, like I say this every show. I'm paying money to go to these games, guys. I don't know if you guys realize people were leaving in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I left in the third quarter. I was with my pops. I said, "We got to go. We out. Let's go." Right?
Yep.
I've never seen Nissan Stadium empty out. Listen to what I'm saying, Hawk. And you've been to a lot of games. Have you ever seen Nissan Stadium empty in the third quarter?
I have, Jacques.
Bruh.
When we were terrible.
Bruh.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
I know it's like, whoa, yes.
It's ridiculous. And Paul Kaharski tweeted, he said, if you're still here, why are you still here? Right? I agree with Paul. I was like, Paul, I'm like, seriously. I'm like, and I guarantee if you was at home watching the game, you probably cut it off. That's how
you see this power button right here, bro.
Oh, I know. And then the Boo Birds. Did y'all hear them on TV?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Boo, boo. People are tired of this. So I think I am past concern. I am more frustrated than concerned. So that's me, Hope.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. I feel that, man. Hey. Yeah, Jacques. Yeah, man. Yeah, and you know, when I talk to you, man, bro, hey, it's man, I feel the emotion over the phone. I know you feel the same with me too, bro. Like,
yeah,
I can even see your face through the phone, bro. Business off, man. Dog. Ooh, man.
Yeah. So and see, other than they spent the money. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I got a question for you, man. This is a tricky question, bro.
Okay.
And everyone in the comment section too. Are there any positives from this game? Is there anything we could take from this game going into the Chargers game? Is there any positives?
Give me a second. Let me. This is real. I really have to think on this, Hope. And we're going against a pop. The Chargers look good, dog. Positives. Okay, I can give you one. I can give you probably two. Ian said it. Chig is legit. Okay, Chig is a weapon, and Chig is getting more involved. So that's a positive, right?
Yep.
Another thing that I did like was how we started the game, how we came out firing, how we came out executing. The rhythm was there. We had a rhythm. That was a positive, but I don't believe they can sustain that throughout the whole game. But if I just got to give a positive, those are my two positives. Chig and the rhythm in the first half and how we were moving the ball in a good mix of run and pass. That's for me. What about you, Hawk?
Woo. Yeah. You took the words out of my mouth, man. I gotta think because Chig really about the only one when you look at it. Man. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I see Super Savage put Robert Woods played well.
He did.
He played like he should have been playing, right?
Right.
For what he's being paid, he did that. Man.
Woo, I
can't even make up anything, man.
This is a good comment Chris said. Hold on to the ball and we have it. Because imagine if we would have held on to the ball and we wouldn't have turned the ball over, guys, we probably would have won this game probably about 28, maybe 30 points because we were moving. I mean, I think the turning point of this game was when Henry, and I hate to say it, is when he fumbled the ball.
Facts.
And when it happened, dude, I don't know how it looked on TV, but when my vantage point was, I told my pops, I said, I think Henry just fumbled. Everybody around me was like, no, he didn't. I said, yes, he just did. He just fumbled the damn ball. And they marched down there and they scored a touchdown. And I think that was the turning point. But imagine if we wouldn't have fumbled, Hawk, we would have scored a touchdown.
That's true.
That's how confident I was with the rhythm. I was like, the rhythm is there. We would have scored.
Yeah. I would say the one positive. I don't know if y'all agree. Second half, of course, he was terrible. But I felt early, Todd Downer didn't do too bad early in the game. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because we did score on consecutive drives. But I'm squeezing blood out of a turnover. I really am. I'm trying to find something different outside of Chig. I'm trying to give them something positive, trying to be as optimistic as possible in the midst of pure trash. 4 turnovers. You can't beat a middle school team with 4 turnovers.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? When I saw it's like a 99% chance. It's like 99% of the time, if you have more turnovers by 2, at least 2, you're gonna lose the game no matter who we play,
Right.
man. We had 4,
Right.
so that's 100% of a loss right there, man. So,
Right. You know, Hulk, I got a question for you. And this is going, and this everybody in the chat too, you guys can answer this question. Will we make the playoffs? And this is and I don't answer right away, but think about it. Will we make the playoffs? I give you some time. Go ahead.
yes, we will make the playoffs. We're gonna make it by the skin of our teeth.
Okay.
I do believe that. The Chargers game and the Cowboys game, ironically, are not really that important of a game. Neither one of those. Right. The Houston game is extraordinarily important, and the Jags game is the absolute utmost importance, especially the Jags win some games up to that point. Yep. So the numbers still go in our favor, and we go into the playoffs limping and not as good as we can be. But I do think we'll make the playoffs, y'all. How do you feel about that, man?
I think we will, because I don't think to me the Jags they're good, but they're not that good. Okay. And they have to play the Cowboys. They got to play the Jets. They're better defenses than us, right?
Right.
They play better ball than we do. So yeah, they beat us, but you're asking them to beat go on a 3 or 4 game win streak, and they haven't been able to do it this year. So I'm more confident to say, yeah, we just got to take care of business. At this point, I'm like, can we even win Sunday? That's my thing, right? I'm not even really thinking about the playoffs right now. I'm like, can we beat the Chargers? Then after we beat the Chargers, do we have a chance against the Cowboys? And then after them, can we beat the Texans? So I'm at this point, I'm taking it literally one game at a time. And then, like you said, we get in the playoffs. You might get healthy, right? So let's see what the chat's saying. So Ian said yes. Chris said limping in. Latoya said yes. Tennessee T's first said no. He's a no. Okay. Jay Bryan says we can make the playoffs.
4.
Let's see. Super Savage says, I think we'll make the playoffs as long as we beat the Jags in week 18. Yep. That's a hell of a task, but okay.
If we're healthy, we beating the Jags in week 18.
On defense, let me say this. If we're healthy on defense, if we have our pieces on defense, I think if the defense was healthy, we would have won this game. Just flat out. I don't care. Yep. That's right. OC615 says barely. Max Titan 22 says yes. Sherrod says, I hope not. Keisha says, I believe if we can get a few pieces back, we can win the rest of the way. I agree.
All right. Okay.
Let me see.
Great comments on Twitter, by the way, Keisha, man. You be having some great comments on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially if we don't get anyone back. Tennessee T said, I think our boys are broken.
They're broken.
Rodney says, yes, we were in a rematch with Houston and Jacksonville. And, man, the teams that we got to play with them, man.
Young Kobe Montana.
Said, yep, we will. Titan South says Texas almost beat the Cowboys. That's the truth.
We saw that Titan South. We did.
Woo,
we did.
Man.
They had Jeff Driscoll out there.
They sure did. They sure did. And the way the defense is not getting pressure, man, that concerns me, dog.
It is a concern. It is a concern. It is. So, all right. So, normally at this spot, you all know what we do. We do our live chop up. An opportunity for you to sit down, cut the ingredients. But today, we haven't done this in a while. If those OGs who's been around the show for years know, at times we got to do this, Doc, this time, bro.
Yes, sir.
A therapy session, bro. We're gonna have a therapy session right freaking now. We've had people say, man, you got to do a therapy session for this show. I totally agree. So Jacques and I have not been feeling well. Not because of the weather, right? Not because we haven't been taking our vitamins and drinking our juice. It's because of the Titans, okay? Mm-hmm. Ever since they've been losing, we haven't been feeling well. So we need therapy. So who's with us, man? Who's here on this therapy journey, man? Who's with us, man?
He says we need this. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
we do.
We do. Before we get to this therapy session, I got a question.
Yes.
How many, and this includes you, Hulk, how many of you guys and gals have turned your focus to the off season versus wanting to finish up this season? So how many people are focused on are more to the point like, you know what, I'm done with this season. I'm ready to see what we got in the off season. And how many of you people are still bought in to the point, we're going to go to the playoffs, we're going to lose, but we still going to go to the playoffs? Hulk, how you feeling?
That's the greatest question ever for a therapy, right? Question. That's a therapy session question, right? It's more, do you want to stay in this relationship or do you want to move forward, right? Would y'all agree, right? All right. So it's kind of like, Well, she's still fighting, right? She's still fighting, right? Still trying to
Mhm.
hang in there, right? So because we still have an opportunity to make the playoffs, I've not given up just yet.
Okay.
I'm not looking to next season right now because we still can make the playoffs. There's a lot of teams that are not in our situation, even though their records might be better than ours. We're just lucky, man. It is what it is, right? And it's all Too Short had a song many years ago. Get in where you fit in,
Mhm.
and it's not to say that we're going to win because we probably won't. But all you ask is to get in there. Hey, just give it a try, and you're the home team, so I would say, hey, the offseason is going to be there anyway. So if you tank now, you're only going to skip a few spots in the draft, maybe 2 or 3 spots, right? So it's like we might as well, instead of getting an extra pick up on one spot from 25 to 24, if you're in the playoffs, hey man, go for it, because next year we don't know what next year looks like. Hell, you might not make the playoffs for 30 years. Get in the playoffs, see what happens, man. I'm in my therapy session. I'm fighting, Shop. We got a
Okay.
super chat, by the way.
Oh, we do. Okay, let me get to it. And then I'm gonna get to y'all comments. I'm not gonna. I wanna see this. Somebody, hey, Kobe with the $2 super chat. He said, "I've been ready for this offseason since the AJ trade." Okay, well, Kobe had said his answer.
Montana.
There you go. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
he did. He did. Hey, Kobe Montana. Do 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 do.
Boom.
Kobe Montana in the building during the therapy session. Appreciate it, Kobe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Let's see.
Go for it,
I
Jacques.
wanna.
What about you, bro?
Okay. How I
All
feel?
right.
I mean, I always say you need to
Yep.
compete. I always say you compete to try to get to where you get to. But I'm kind of with Kobe. I kind of know. I'm like, we one and done, right? I'm gonna tell you something ironically that can happen, Hawk. Say if we do get a home
Okay.
playoff game, I don't expect too many Titans fans there. And if you are there, you just there to just be there, right? But it'll be one of those atmosphere type games. But oh, we here, yay, let's have fun. We're gonna lose anyway. Let's have fun, right? So
Right.
I think that's where I'm at with it. Yeah, get in the playoffs. Let's try to get something, and then let me get to the offseason and kind of start winding down and trying to figure out what our next move is. So let's see. I want to see what the chat says. Let's see. So Super Savage says, I'm still hopeful for this season only because we have Henry and Vrabel. I like it.
Okay. We got a mixed bag. We got some Jag fans in here too. We got a mixed bag.
Very mixed bag. So Team Leader says, I've already looking at draft prospects. There you go. Okay. Big Sam says, I've already turned to basketball. Okay. There you go. So Latoya says she's taking it game by game.
See how this therapy's working? Y'all see how the therapy's working, y'all? Y'all see that?
Bryce says, I don't think I've been this excited about an offseason ever. Chris Harp, okay. I'm sorry, bro. He said, damn, Jock, I know, man. Hey, I got to ask the right questions, bro. Sherrod says, I am done. Since Classic Rice said this, I was kind of done with this seat when they traded AJ. Interesting. Okay. Jeremy Squire, I'm definitely ready for the offseason. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. So Chris Martin says, only to the degree as who's going to be the quarterback in the offseason. And I think that's what I'm more curious about. And the GM. I'm really intrigued about the GM. And I think that's what I'm more intrigued about. Scooter Kelly says, the offseason. Let's see. Rodney says, I'm still invested in the team, but after a bad loss, I need about 6 days to recover. Watching basketball helps.
I feel you, Rodney, man. I feel you, Rodney. That's what probably will make us feel better too, man.
Yes, you need a kind of an outlet. We have an avenue is the positive. Yeah, I mean, try to be as positive as you possibly can. Just know that don't get your hopes up. it would be good for Nashville to have a big old playoff game. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, sure. But the sad part about it, if you're a Titan season ticket holder, we see this all the time. Last year, people going if you're an opposing team, you want to come to Nashville, you say it all the time, Hawk, it's a fun city to come to. I offer you a stack to take your ticket. Stack looks pretty good. We're going to lose a game. I'm always going to be there. I'm going to be honest with you. Win, lose, draw, I'm going to be there regardless. I'm a Titans fan, right? Yeah, but still, it is what it is. Ricky Jenkins says he says we can win one. You never know,
right? And as they used to say as you say all the time, that's why they play the game, right?
But do I have faith? No, not really. But yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Would y'all rather just us lose every game and not make the playoffs? That's
no,
the question.
Be competitive. No, be competitive.
And lose and not make the playoffs.
Nah, be competitive, but if you lose your games, that's on you. But I'll say, man, still compete, man. Don't go out and tanking. Nah.
Okay. So the question I'm asking y'all is for those that are saying that they're looking for the offseason. I respect that. So you're saying just lose out and be done. So we don't have to worry about the playoffs. Is that what we're saying? Because if we win, we're going to the playoffs. So it's either one or two. At least that's what I'm thinking.
So real quick, we got 904 Duval in the building. He says there's a new king in the South and he wears 16. All right, look.
Traylon Burks?
Yeah, that's why I was down. Who's 16?
I don't know who 16 is, man.
Who's 16?
Traylon Burks. Okay. Traylon Burks.
I
Shout
guess.
out to Duval.
Hey, shout out to you win. Now, Duval, y'all need to worry about beating the Cowboys. Yeah, y'all beat the Titans, but worry about beating the Cowboys, bro. Hey, shout out to y'all for y'all win, bro. I can't hate on y'all. I can't do that. But hey, do your thing, bro. Let's see. Tyrell Lockett says I'm a couple comments behind, but I'm just still looking at these comments. So Hawk, you sound like you're for the playoffs. You said get in the playoffs and do what you got to do. Now let me ask you
exactly.
Let me ask you this. With that being said, what's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over again. You know, this team reminds me of, and a shout out to New Stripe City. This reminds me of the Cincinnati Bengals back in the late 2000s, right? Cincinnati was always in the playoffs, always in the playoffs, always in the playoffs. You already knew they was gonna go to the playoffs. Chiefs too. You like, man,
more Bills, the Bills more than anybody.
Bills too, but I really look at the Bengals because I'm from like 2019 to 20. I mean early 2000 to 2010. They were always in the mix. The Dalton Bengals, yes, the Dalton Bengals. The Andy Dalton would always tend to get them there, right? Mm-hmm. And now, once they stop going to the playoffs, they appreciate the playoffs now, right? The good thing is we're a team that can constantly go to the playoffs because of our division. The sad part about this is how long do we know when our division is going to get good? I got to give the Jags credit. They're sort of, quote unquote, building a team, right? They got a nice quarterback. They got some better receivers than we do. And anybody can argue me that. They got a better tight end than we do. It showed it on Sunday, right? They defense, but that's what happens when you pick number 1 and number 2 every freaking year, right? So I get what you're saying, Hawk, when you say the playoffs and getting there and appreciating the playoffs. Because it sounds like it's what you're saying. Get in there and appreciate it. Because we might not see it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 904 Duo. We want the week 18 with the South on the line. Let's go. You guys, you got to worry about winning out. Just win out, bro. Keep going, Hawk.
So Bengals. All right. So speaking on the Bengals, so the Bengals went when during the Dalton years, the Bengals didn't go to the playoffs again in 7 years. So are we saying let's not make the playoffs, and then let's just be terrible for 7 years before we make the next playoffs?
Honestly, I don't think we'll be terrible for 7 years. Matter of fact, I don't think you're going to be terrible for 2 or 3 years. I think one good thing that John did was he was able to bring in these last couple of rookies that we had that are starting, right? Even though we might not like them, Nicholas Petit-Frere is going to be good. Just mark my damn words. That guy is going to be good. He's getting much needed reps. Roger McQuarrie, to me, he's okay. You still need to bring in a shutdown corner. I don't care what you say on that. And your other rookies, Traylon Burks, I feel like is going to hit, right? So I feel like that 7 years, no. I think the NFL is sped up so fast now to where you will have no periods, but turnover can be, if you do it the smart way. I always go to the Eagles. When they won the Super Bowl, after the Eagles, when did the Eagles win the Super Bowl, Hawk? I asked you this other day. Was it 2017?
Either 2016 or 2017, yes.
Okay. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they had a null period of maybe like 2 to 3 years, and they went out and got Jalen Hurts. They said, okay, we're going to ride with Jalen Hurts. Now, everybody was giving Jalen Hurts hell, like he's trash. But the smart thing that they GM did, he said, you know what? We're going to build around him and go out and get a A.J. Brown, a Devontae Smith, a offensive line that's amazing, the running backs, right? So and I'm just saying, if you have a smart GM, you can build it to the point where you're going to only have a small amount of null period. You don't want to have 7 years, Hawk.
Right.
But if you got it, even with the Eagles,
that's not a yeah. But there's a lot of teams that go through those spells. That's not a guarantee that we'll be like the Eagles.
But what I'm saying, I know we're not going to be like the Eagles. But what I'm saying is, you had a competent GM that can literally get it to almost mimic the Eagles. You have a shot. But if you don't have a competent GM, then your theory and what you're saying, your scenario, 7 years, probably might turn into 10 years. You see what I'm saying? So
Right,
that's what
right.
I'm saying.
We don't. Yeah, we don't. But the one thing that's more guaranteed is that we'll make the playoffs. We don't know after this year what's going to happen. And the years every year since 2019, we've gotten worse. We've gotten
Right.
worse. You know what I'm saying?
So
Even though last year we had a better record last year, we were better the year before. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I like a fighter's chance. I mean, I wouldn't want us to lose out and not make the playoffs. I would prefer us to make the playoffs because you don't know. We'll have a different discussion if we make the play. If we do make the playoffs and we happen to win a game, we'll have a different discussion. Even if we lose, I'm like, well, at least we made it. At least, you know what I'm saying. And then let's talk off season. A week, a difference of a week is not that big a deal in the long scheme of things.
We'll see. We'll see. We got to make it first, Hawk. Like I said, I'm with Toya. She says game by game. I'm with you. Toya. Game by game. I can't think about the playoffs right now. I hope. Now, shout out to Stanley because let's go Grizzlies. I like how the Grizzlies have built their organization. They're up and rising. It helps you got a Ja Morant too. So let's see, Hawk. So let's get into some of these questions. Hold on here. They coming in now. So Bryce tells us, he says, what are y'all thoughts on the news about it being J-Rob not paying AJ? So shout out to Titan Rossi. How do you feel about that, Hawk? Did you hear about it? Did you hear?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's true. I think it's true. I think you have to understand, folks. J-Rob comes from the New England Patriots, right? The Patriot way, as we see, is not working, right? And again, things change, and so you have to. If you got guys that you've drafted and they've done well, you got to come better with that. And then 21 million, and they only offered him 16 million. AJ was like, bro, you got to be kidding me, right? And he had every right to walk away. So I think the thoughts of that is that J-Rob failed that. I think that's the biggest reason why he's no longer here. You sign a 4-year extension, and then you get fired the day AJ Brown goes off. I don't think it's all a coincidence. I think it all happened at the same time. My thoughts is J-Rob screwed up on that, on the negotiations pieces. That's what I think.
I agree. He had one job and he failed. He failed big and it cost him. Yep. JS75, do y'all think we're in a mini rebuild? The talk has iterated this. He says we're a playoff rebuilding team.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we're in a rebuild for sure. We're rebuilding off 2 terrible drafts, y'all.
Yep.
2020 and 2021 drafts were terrible. And we're still, I've said that now for 3 years on this show. I said we're gonna feel in 2020 and 2021, over the next several years, we're gonna feel, and we're feeling it right now. I'm not shocked, honestly, of what we're doing.
Right.
Again, I had us 10-7. That's what my record was. When I said we will not be as good this year as we were last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I had people saying we're gonna be 14-2, 14-3, and 15-2. I'm like, golly. I said, bro, we got some holes to fill, man.
Right.
For real.
Right. Alex, this is a great question. Do you support Amy in letting J-Rob go? Yes, I do. Think? Yep, I do. I've kind of like you just iterated, Hawk. I think the J-Rob, when those draft picks that you just mentioned, when he picked those, and I remember it like it was yesterday. We were on the phone getting ready for the draft. We was like, oh man, with what pick was that? 24, 25? The Isaiah Wilson pick. What was that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Hawk said, man, you know who I want, bro? I want Justin Jefferson. I said, you know what? That'll be a hell of a pickup, man. Let's do it, right? And all of a sudden, we get on there with the 27 of the pick, the Titans pick Isaiah Wilson. We like, who the hell is Isaiah Wilson? And then you start spilling the tea. He was like, man, I know is a guy that his son was roommates with him and he's lazy. And I'm like, yeah. So after that, I think that's, for me, started kind of solidifying. Like, John has hit his ceiling. And I think the AJ Brown thing, like, put it over the top for me. I'm like, and I was in New Orleans when it happened, man. So what about you, Hawk? Do you support the decision for Miss Amy Adams Strunk to fire Mr. J-Rob?
I do. I still question the timing, but I understand. I understand why. I just think the AJ Brown, that tipped the iceberg. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna take that. That's a stomach punch. You're gone. I think the timing was the issue, but I understand. I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. And Bryce Tubbs asks, how excited are y'all for this offseason, and what would be y'all's first move in the offseason? So, what are you excited about the offseason, and what would be your first move?
The GM is the first move. You got to get a GM. So I'll be excited when I see who the GM is. You know what I mean? So, if, we get someone that's competent, then yeah. If not, then I'm not going to be excited. So it's based on the GM. So that's the bread and butter of it right there. Who's the GM? We don't know the direct. When you have a new new GMs bring their own people, right? They draft their own guys. So all the people that we have now are not the GM folks. So a lot of times when a regime changes, players start getting gone out of here, right? Their contracts start getting cut because they want to bring in their own players. So it depends on the GM.
And Vrabel's in a unique situation because Vrabel actually has he's rare. He's a coach that actually gets to stick around and kind of help pick the new GM. My wish list is don't make it an in-house pick. Go outside the organization to bring some new energy. New energy. We need new energy in with this team. We need a new something, a breath of fresh air. One of my first things I would do before the GM, because Amy already said she's not gonna hire a new GM until after the Super Bowl and everything like that. After you do that, get rid of Todd Downing.
Facts, no paper.
Get rid of Todd Downing. He got to go. Okay, that should be on your second on your list is getting rid of him. He got to go.
Yeah.
So Kobe says, y'all know how on
Jacques, you've always said that about just the change of guard, change of culture here.
Oh yeah,
with the new GM, with the new a younger mindset and things like that. It's time now. So you've talked about it, and I agree, Jacques. You're right. It's the time is now, right?
Yep. And I think Amy's there too. She's like, we need something a little bit more progressive, right? Something to get us into the new NFL. Kobe says
J-Rob didn't work for the Patriots. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He did. It's where he got his start. Yep. He was there for several years actually. So he kind of saw how it happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was like a scout, wasn't he? I think he scouted Logan Ryan. Yeah, he scouted Logan Ryan. Kobe says, y'all know how on Madden you try to sign or re-sign a free agent and you lowball them or they don't like a certain offer, they tell you they won't resign. That's what happened to AJ. And I can see that too. I can definitely see that.
No paper. Facts, no paper, Kobe.
Hey, shout out. Thank you for watching the show, 904 Duval. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Titans can only go as far as Henry can carry them. And those tires are starting to wear out. And can you really build around Malik? So that's questions that are still up in the air. We don't know. Let me say this. And I was talking to Hawk about, I was talking, actually, not you, Hawk. I was talking to Big Mike about this, about Malik, right? And we try to avoid the Malik conversation sometimes. With Malik, we don't have enough tape to see what Malik can do. Malik's only played, 2 games? If that, right? If this was Kenny Pickett, if I was a Steelers fan, I know, okay, Kenny Pickett is not the guy because he's played majority of the season, right? And he's a rookie. Rookies are going to make mistakes. They were saying the same thing about Jalen Hurts, 2 years ago? Oh, Jalen Hurts is trash. He sucks. He's this, he's that. All of a sudden, now you look at Jalen Hurts, he's 11-1, possibly about to take them to a Super Bowl. Now he's in the MVP conversation. So what I would want Titans fans to do, and especially if you play football and you understand the game, quarterback is one of the hardest positions to play in football, right? That's one. 2, it's one of the hardest positions to evaluate. So if you have talent and athleticism like majority of the new quarterbacks are having when they're coming out of college, case in point, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, who else, Hawk? Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. Those are prototypical, the new style quarterbacks. So you have one sitting on your roster. Another thing, now he knows the playbook. So if you want to bring in somebody off the street or to draft them and compete, let them go right ahead. Let them bring in somebody, let them compete. So with the Malik thing, we don't know. We just don't know. We don't know, unfortunately. So, but great comment, bro. Thank you. Tennessee T says, do you think the Titans will get an aggressive GM? Hawk, do you think we'll get an aggressive GM?
I do think so. I think Amy wants to, we're about to get a new stadium, and things are changing. We got players getting older and those things, and to make things happen for her to drop John Robinson, who has won, 7 years in a row, and we're the number 1 team in the AFC South, and you get fired. That I don't think that's ever happened in the history of football. You're the top seed and you get fired. That's as aggressive as you can get. So it's kind of like, we're going to change the guard. We're going to go completely different. Not to say John Robb has not made moves and things or whatever, but I think Amy does want to. She seems to be like a fireball, and so I do think that. Yes, I do.
Okay. The official says first round pick. Who you taking? hypothetically, Hawk, if you're on you the GM, who you taking for the first round pick? First round pick in the Tennessee Titans in the 2023 draft. Lorenzo Hawkins.
Yeah, I don't have a player in mind.
Position.
Man, it could be a various of position. You know, I'd almost tell you to take the best player on offense available, whether it be an offensive tackle or a wide receiver. So one of those two positions. I'd almost lean towards left tackle, but given where we are in the draft, you'd probably get a better value wide receiver. Now, my mind could change. That's a long time from now. But I would probably say as of today, wide receiver, Jacques. What about you, man?
Wide receiver.
Okay.
Wide receiver. Yeah. Take the best wide receiver you can at that position. You need to load up. You need to start loading up this offense. If I had a dream offseason, free agency, I'm building my line through free agency, and I'm getting my skill positions, maybe one through free agency and a couple in the draft. You need to build a stable of guys. You need to get to the new NFL. The new NFL has 3 great receivers, and they have a decent running back and a great offensive line. They airing that thing out. 904 Duval. He said, "Hate the Titans, but you guys run a good podcast."
Duval.
I was like, "Hey, thank you, bro.
Duval, we appreciate that, man. We do.
Hey, Keisha, she says, "How do you feel about the Eagles getting Kern now too?"
Yeah, I know, man.
Hey, Kern, get you a Super Bowl, bro, if you can.
Get him a Super Bowl. Trying to get him a Super Bowl.
Shout out to you, bro.
904 Duval, real quick, man. I don't know if you heard what Fred Taylor said. 904 Duval, he hates the Tennessee Titans, man. He hates us, and the Titans and Colts. I mean, not the Titans. The Jags and the Colts hate the Titans. They hate us, man. We're the most hated team in the division. I know that.
Yes, we are.
We are.
We ruined a Super Bowl. We ruined their own. The first time for them to get a Super Bowl. We ruined that.
We did. It still hurt. It still hurts.
Yeah.
And the Texans, of course.
And the Bills hate us too. You know, the Bills hate us because we ruined their chances to. Yeah. I can understand.
Me too. But Keisha, to your point about Brett Kern, the punter they had got hurt. He wasn't really that good. So Jacques was telling me earlier, Mike Vrabel did not want Brett Kern to go. He wanted to keep him. Mm-hmm. So Brett Kern, salute to you, brother. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Isaiah Wilson, man, that Joker boy. He's a clown. Like Hawk, when you said that, Hawk, you should have tweeted that, man. I wish you would have tweeted that back in the day, man. When you knew that and he was lazy, man. Come on now, man. Hawk, real quick, guys. Hawk went to the Eagles game. Hawk, give us your experience and the things that you ran into in Eagles before you start that. Shout out to my boy Gio, man. That's my boy. He's a humongous Eagles fan. And Hawk, when you posted your video when you were doing the pregame, he texted me. He said, "Hey, tell your co-host to be careful." He said, because they don't play out there. Hawk, tell us what happened in Philly, bro.
Well, first, man, in Philly, I was 10 toes down. I had my Titans gear on, okay? Only a few of us had it there, right? I was tightened up to the core, okay? And I've been in my share of road games, y'all. If you happen to go to Philadelphia, the Titans played them again that might be 8 to 20 years down the road. Be careful, okay? There's no fans like the Eagles fans. They are legitimately rude, okay? They were cussing, throwing out birds, and no one physically came in my face and did this. You know what I'm saying? But, it was me and 3 of my other homeboys, and we all about 6'2", 6'3". We all got decent size. I say nobody can run up on it. 62,000 people. You know what I'm saying? And, but, hey, we were in there. We did the show there in Philly. You know what I'm saying? We did that. And while I was recording the show, I was getting birds thrown at me, people saying F you. It was crazy. So those fans, okay, I'd say this. 20% of the fans were crazy. 80% of them were pretty cool. They was like, wow, you came here from Nashville? You're a true Titans fan? Like, yeah. And then someone was like, I can't believe Titan fans are here. Y'all from Nashville? What? Y'all in Philadelphia? Fly Eagles fly around here. Take that shit off. That's what they were saying. And so, it was cool. And, Keisha, to your point, yes, there's a jail there. And we did meet some people on the airplane that actually did get into a fight with some Eagle fans. It was pretty bad. And they got to go back up to Philadelphia to court. So I just thank God that, nothing happened, to us. But I'm glad I don't have a hothead on my team either, because it would have said one wrong thing and something could have popped off. So I really like the Eagle fans and their passion. They're passionate about their squad, man. They're passionate about Philly. So I ain't got no hate towards them. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, they don't play. It's Fly Eagles Fly. And when they score their touchdowns, y'all, have y'all heard their song?
Mm-hmm.
Fly Eagles Fly on the road to victory. I wish the Titans had something like that. It's dope. It's dope. They scored so many touchdowns. AJ Brown was doing this. He was doing this and all that. They were singing the song so much, I knew the song. I knew the song. You know what I mean? So, hey, man. Yeah, it was wild. I had my Titan gear on the whole weekend, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Gio, man. He a huge Eagles fan. We used to debate all the time, man. We worked together. We used to debate about the Eagles all the time. And he's a little hothead. So I already knew. I said, if he's a hothead, I already know. Hawk, and I wish I would have warned you. I said, man, I was gonna text you, Hawk, man. Be careful, bro. They out there with some wild.
Yeah, what? But I knew going in it was gonna be like that. You know, Philly been wild since the 70s. I knew like this is gonna be a little different. And we felt it as soon as we got there. I said, oh yeah, we was on the subway, dude. Think about being on the subway with 300 people and only 4 of you are Titan fans. We walked in there, everybody's like, oh, look who's on the bus now. Look who's on the subway. It was crazy, man. So Jason, man, you said her cousin and husband got into a fight. Hope all is okay, man. I'm sure they told you too, like, man, Philly wild, man. They wild.
Yeah.
Especially North Philly. Boy.
Yeah. Hey, that's funny. The official says, hey, man, have y'all noticed most players we let go have a huge game against us when we play them all the time?
I'm getting about my feet on that one, man. Yeah.
All the time. It never fails, bro. It never fails. Corey Davis, AJ Brown. Who else we got left? It's always like that, man. It's always like that.
Some comments get me out of my seat, man. Thanks to the official TY. Appreciate it, man.
Always like that. Hey, okay, let me tell y'all. Let me tell you what they do at the stadium, y'all. And it's kind of lame, actually. It's the mantra of who run it, right? And how they do it is, Hawk, you've been there. It's not, it doesn't capture the spirit. I'm like, that's 3-6. You know what I mean? That's 901. And if you're gonna capture it, you gotta do it in a certain way. And it's just corny, man. And I know what you're saying, Hawk. We need something like that, man. But we just don't have it.
Yeah,
we just don't have it. It's interesting. I just wanted the Hawk to explain that, because when he got back, man, Hawk was like, man, bro, man, these Eagles fans are crazy. Yeah, you're right. You know what? Oh yeah,
it's never. I'm gonna tell y'all. I've never experienced it, and I've been going to football, NFL games. I've never seen nothing like that before. I've never experienced that. Back in the days when the Titans and Ravens used to play each other at Nissan Stadium, there were some fights, Joker. I'm telling you, with the Titans and Ravens. For those that can remember that, I've seen some straight out brawls. But but the Eagle fans were right off the rip before that. And then it was a point, it's like, you all are beating us. Why are you still talking to us, man? Y'all beating our tails, you know.
Because they don't care. So Bryce tells Ben seen people say that. People say start Malik the rest of the way to see what we got in him. Thoughts? Let me say this. You could have did that if we had the playoffs shored up and we had the division shored up. Then I would have said do it. But right now, you can't do it because you need what you got out there. And to put Malik in that particular situation that Tannehill's in is not fair, right? Tannehill's having issues throwing to these guys. So I know Malik is going to have issues trying to throw to these guys as well. He provides a different element than Tannehill where he can run, but I still wouldn't put as a coach and as a player, I wouldn't put him in that situation. Just wait, bro. You'll be good, but just be patient. You'll get your time. Now, if we just start stinking it up and we are out of playoff contention and just we ain't got no hope, then I say do it. What about you, Hawk?
Yeah, not now. I it's a good point. You know, and I think one thing Malik Willis would do if he's in the game, it would actually open up the run for Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what would be the biggest change. And you wouldn't expect as much for the offensive line, so to speak, because it'd be more of a speed offense running the ball, right? But it's not going to do any good. It wouldn't, it wouldn't do any good at this point.
Right.
Yep.
Are you going to the Cowboys game, Hawk?
That's my hope. I'm leaning towards that.
Hey, Thursday night lights.
I want to go to that game.
Yeah, Thursday night lights. There's gonna be a lot of Cowboys fans there, but I'll definitely be there. Oh yeah.
It will be.
Definitely. I'll be in the building.
You see that, Jacques?
Yeah,
man. Yeah, they were taunting me, team leader. For real. Take some tough skin, bro. I got it. I got tough skin.
Look, oh, here you go. I saw an interview where Sunday where AJ was talking about how much he likes Eagles fans. He looked like he was faking it, and yeah, Eagles fans are rough. You get to messing up, they gonna let you know.
They will.
They gonna let you know. So we
They
got a
will.
question from 904 Duval. How concerned are you guys about Lawrence and the future of the division? Great question. Great question. What's your thoughts on Trevor Lawrence? And I'm guessing you 904, you asking about the Jags and everything and how you guys are building. Just the division period, Hawk. How do you feel about the division going forward?
I think the division still sucks. And I think it sucks even going into next year unless there's some big free agents coming through. Trevor Lawrence can be the best quarterback in the division next year. Yes, he might be there now. I mean, I still say Tannehill at the moment, but I think, man, like, you know, Trevor Lawrence will get better. It's going to take more than just say Trevor Lawrence, man, to put fear in us. The Jags won because we had 4 turnovers and we got injuries.
Right.
I'm not taking nothing away from the Jags. They won, but they're still, what's their record? 4-8, 5 and they're 5-8 now, right?
5-8. Yep,
5-8. So, could they beat us again? Maybe, but I'm not.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna answer this question. I forgot about this. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this about the Jags. You guys got Doug Peterson. And with you guys having Doug Peterson, he probably can elevate this team to the point where they can get to where they're being good. The thing about the Jags and the Texans and everybody, they got an advantage over us now because they got pieces. I forgot they got Calvin Ridley. So now once Calvin Ridley comes off suspension and you build that offensive line up to where you can protect Trevor and you bring in I would say another offensive coordinator, you guys can be pretty good football team. Still got a whiles to go. The defensive line is starting to get better, but I think you guys are stacking pieces, and I think you're going in the right direction. You're trending in the right direction. So,
but Jock, to your point, when I talked to you a while ago about this, the Jags should be the best team in the division based on the fact that every year they pick number 1 overall.
That's true.
So eventually, you think they would make it happen, right? And shout out to Mike Caldwell, the defensive coordinator, who played in my alma mater, Middle Tennessee State, as a linebacker. He's the D coordinator there, so shout out to him. But you would think eventually, the door has been cracked, right? Eventually, but
right. It's going to eventually happen. It's like, look at the Detroit Lions. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. I've never been a hater of the Detroit Lions, and they're building something up that they're starting to win games. They're starting to win games in a good fashion. So that's the thing. I mean, they had it, but hey, Keisha says, what do you think about Oli getting let go? What you think, Hawk?
Water's wet and the sky's blue. He did as well as he could, but we need more. So
I'm starting to see a pattern here. It looks like Vrabel didn't have as much control as we thought he did. So he's trimming the fat. He's trimming the fat. Like, he's trimming the fat big. He's got rid of Oli. Did Larrell Murchison get let go? I thought I read something about Larrell Murchison got let go as well.
And I told you about Wyatt Ray last week. Wyatt Ray, John Robinson, when John Robinson got cut, he got cut. Same time, same day.
Tony Carter too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yep.
Tony Carter. They're trimming the fat, and I just think if you're gonna trim this fat, you better make sure you on point, and you better make sure you getting back to where you need to get to, where we were at first. So Keisha's that's another draft pick, Hawk.
Yep. And Larrell just signed an extension.
Draft pick.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. That hurt the Larrell Murchison pick. That hurts because we drafted him. That's 3 years ago.
Anthony Chan, what up, bro? He says, Coach Vrabel reminds me of Tomlin, a leader of men with that gravitational pull on players. Yes, he does.
Yeah,
he does.
What up, Anthony? Does. Yeah, agreed. Hey, hit that like button if you haven't already.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is great therapy, hopefully, for you all as well, too. You know what I mean?
The goal is to try to provide solutions. That's what we try to provide on our show. It's some type of solution based. Yeah, we can have therapy out there, but we got to figure out how to get this thing forward and how to get into the next century. And Hawk, I like what you said about the Malik thing, where you said that it would open up the run for Derrick Henry, and maybe Derrick would run better. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird. Oh, so the Rams picked him up?
The Rams got him up. Okay. I figured he'd be kicked up quick. I figured he'd be kicked. He's a serviceable NFL player.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
Okay.
is.
Good job with the news, y'all. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all be bringing it,
Shout
bro.
out.
For real.
Shout
For
out.
real. Let me see if we got beat by the Surfer, dude.
That's sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacksonville still needs to. They still need to worry about their run game. I don't think Travis Etienne is that guy. He's a good back. He's not the back.
Right.
They still got issues, especially in the middle of the offensive line. Their defensive coaching is not really good.
Right.
They don't have good linebackers. They got good outside linebackers. D-line is in. They still got a few more picks to make, in my opinion. But it don't take much to win the AFC South. It doesn't. It don't.
The AFC South remind me of the end of what Arizona was at the NFC West back in the day when the NFC West was hella trash. Like every team in the NFC West was trash until all of a sudden they just start climbing up out the gutter. So Anthony Chin says the next GM needs to allow Coach Vrabel to speak and be heard.
Facts, Anthony. No paper.
You know what? I think he'll have a lot more say in who the GM will be too.
Absolutely.
Amy's gonna definitely come to him and say, "Hey, what you think? Hey, what you think?" Yeah. She gave him control. He has power. He has power now. Yep. Oh yeah,
that's right, Aiden.
Oh yeah. Yep. Let me see. Rodney, he says, remember, Derrick Henry got his 2,000 yard season in 2020 when our passing offense was great. And you know what? What ticks me off about that season is you had the pieces. You had Corey. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we have Corey Davis that year too?
We did.
We had Corey.
We had AJ Brown.
We had AJ. We had Janu. We had a squad that you can keep adding to. You could have kept adding pieces to it. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so that's the problem. You just not adding pieces to it. You know what I mean? Keisha coming through with numbers. She said right now the Titans have $23.8 million in dead money from releasing players and $36.9 million on IR.
Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all some breaking news on this one, Jacques. And I'm gonna momentarily talk this out over next few videos.
Do you think?
You know what would really help us save money next year, y'all? You would have to cut Ryan Tannehill. And you would have to say, Malik Willis, you're going to have to be our starting quarterback. That would be the best cost savings for us on offense. The next would be Bud Dupree on defense. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like with Jalen Hurts he's still on his rookie contract, as a second round pick, right? So you could build players around there when you're not paying your quarterback all this money. Most of the teams that have paid their quarterbacks top dollars, they're struggling. Okay, that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk more about that over time for sure.
I like that. We're parking lot that, Hawk. I like that. Stanley with the $2 super chat. He says we got killed by Sunshine off.
We did, dude. We did.
Remember the time? That's hilarious.
That's funny, man. That's funny. Stanley Wilson. Do.
Ooh.
Stanley Wilson once again in the building. Stanley, we appreciate it, good brother. That's funny as hell, man.
Hey, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, and Bud Dupree has not. Matter of fact, here we go. How do you feel about Bud Dupree? Hawk, what did I tell you about Bud Dupree?
Yeah. So
he got to go.
Yeah. Let me tell you my theory on Bud Dupree. This will be his argument. I wonder, do they have Bud Dupree as a pass rusher or as an edge stopper? Does that make sense?
Right.
Like, there are times I don't see him rushing the passer. I literally see him just sitting there, like watching the edge for some reason to stop the run. So what's going to suck for Bud Dupree when you bring in a new GM? The new GM's going to be like, well, hey, bro, how many sacks did you have? Are we paying you how many? 18 million? Okay, how much did you – how many sacks? 1 sack last year? Hey, bro, we're going to holler at you. So I don't feel confident in Bud Dupree as far as next year unless he takes some type of pay cut. Is he talented? Absolutely. I don't know. It's hard to figure out because he's had a lot of injuries. Bud Dupree's an interesting player, man. Yep. He hasn't played up to his contract, no. But I don't know what he's being asked to do, if that makes sense.
Right. And my thing is they had him in coverage yesterday. He was in coverage yesterday. I was like, what the hell do you got Bud Dupree in coverage yesterday? I strictly want him to rush the passer. And it's just it's another one of John Robinson's. It was good when it lasted, but I would take that contract and give it to Danico Autry because Danico Autry's living up to his contract.
That's right.
I mean, come on now, right? So, I mean, it's crazy. Jay Williams says you can literally cut Tannehill, Lewan, Bud, Cunningham, and have enough money to fix the O-line in a month. And that's what I was saying earlier.
That's true.
You can fix this thing fast. If you got a GM that can do it right, you can take it and kind of flip it. You can say, okay, we got money. We got what 50 million, 60 million in guaranteed money and money, whatever, right? And we can say, get your left tackle, get your guard, get you another receiver, get you a linebacker, get you in that way you have pieces coming in. That way you don't have a big drop off. And like you said, Hawk, to your point, cutting Tannehill would really, it'll really open up. It would open up. It would open up.
Yep.
If I see y'all at the Cowboys game, I'm gonna definitely holler at you. Hey, definitely.
Yes, sir.
Don't be afraid to holler at us, man. We definitely will talk to you. Just trust me.
Yep.
Let's see. And if we cut Woods, Keisha's coming through with the numbers today. If we cut Woods top of that, we have 56 million in cap space next. Listen to that, Hawk. 56 million. You can do a lot.
You can.
With 56 million.
That's right. Without paying a top quarter, unless you bring, and you're going to hear this in the offseason too. Probably bring in like a Tom Brady type of quarterback for a one-year deal to teach Malik, or they draft. I have no idea. Again, I don't know yet. I don't know how it's going to look. But there's ways money can be saved here for sure.
Right. Yep. And so the officials, after the last draft picks and a few good players we have already, this offseason could easily make us a contender. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can literally, from what we have, luckily, like I said, that's one bright spot in John's resume is Treylon Burks. I'm like, what we've seen from Treylon Burks in his confidence building, you need to add to that. You need to say we need to bring two more of sort of like you in this thing where we have two number one receivers and we add to the stable. So it's crazy. Rodney says, maybe I haven't been paying attention, but is Cunningham hurt? Yes, he is.
Yes,
he is hurt. Yes, he is. He's hurt. He's done. Like, he's done. And Donald Duval, he said, you can cut Tannehill, but you can't replace Henry in kind of production and running back. Just saying. Now, I will say this. I will say this, Donald Duval. When Henry got hurt last year, we didn't have no drop-off in our run game. We had Deontay Foreman and we had Dontrell Hilliard. That's how Dontrell Hilliard was still able to be on the team. So I think it's really on your O-line and how well they can block. And if they can sustain and keep up what they're doing. Yeah, we didn't need the King last year, but I feel like the King now is starting to get a little older. It's okay. We all get old, right? We all get older, right? And I'm not saying he lost the step, but in the same breath, it's like, hey, bro, the longest carries. I'm like, okay, Todd down, and you got to utilize them right? But I would say mix them up too. Get a different running style in there where you can kind of relieve some of that pressure off of them. So, hey, Stanley Wilson said he calling the AFC Championship of
2023. I got you, man. I got you.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm hoping Dontrell Hilliard is okay. The backseat pad, Haskins now here, they've been banged up. I'm hoping he's all right, man.
When you got carted off like that, bro, he got carted off.
We need him.
He got carted off, dog. Yep. His neck is gone, bro. J-Rob had a good draft this year. The bad thing about it is this is his last good draft we've had since 2019.
Facts.
I agree.
Facts, Keisha. And I've been screaming from the mountaintops since we've been doing this show. The 2019 draft is one of the best drafts in NFL history. The Titans 2019 draft and the 2016 Titans draft was unbelievable, both of them, right? Since 2019, this year's good. 2020, 2021,
this year's draft is still out there. We don't know what this draft is going to be. Right now, it's potential. But like you said, those two drafts, you got a Hall of Famer out the 2016 draft, and then you got we had a number one receiver, but we gave him away, like you said, for a cheesesteak. So whatever. Anthony Chin says we have to approach Malik like Lamar Jackson and focus on the run, develop the pass on the fly. And he can pass. To me, Malik passes better than Lamar. His deep ball is better than Lamar. Just saying. He just has a lot to learn. But what rookie quarterback don't have a lot to learn? You know what I mean?
Right.
It just is what it is. And we should have did that. Matter of fact, we should have did that when Tom Brady was available. We should have brought him in when we had a chance. But
right. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised if we did brought a Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers for a 1-year deal next year. But we'll see.
And so Stanley, you're saying Aaron Rodgers is coming here. I mean, you can bring him in. Bring him in. Why not? We got to take his contract. That's a big contract to take.
Right. That's true.
That's a big contract, bro. I don't know if I want to take that contract.
I agree with that to spread it around. But then at that point, you're saying we'd have to say Malik is our starting quarterback, or they draft a quarterback in the first round. It'll be somebody young in the backfield at quarterback.
You know what? Kyle Phillips has been hurt too. We ain't thought about Kyle Phillips. I really want to see Kyle Phillips on the field with Burks and Chig. Seem like if they're help, man, exactly.
Kyle Phillips is going to have to get stronger.
He gonna have to get exactly.
He's going to get stronger. He's going to get stronger.
Exactly. Yep. It was a good question. Hey man, hey, thank you for watching the show. Do you think drafting Mariota in 2015 set this organization back in a certain extent? That's a great question, Hawk. And how do you feel about that, Hawk? Do you think that set us back? We were already in the doghouse. We were already trash prior to that.
There's no way to know. In his second year, Mariota balled out his second year, right? But that's the year that's the year that we could have drafted Patrick Mahomes. But who would have guessed that at that time with Mariota? So I don't think it set us back. I really think it actually set us forward, to be honest with you, for a while until his last 2 years here. Because prior to that, the Titans was we picked them number 2 in the draft. So it tells you we were terrible beforehand, right? Mariota won games here. We made it to the playoffs twice with Mariota. See what I'm saying? So no, it didn't set us back. It set us forward, actually. So no. You know what I'm saying? He's not a Super Bowl quarterback, but he was better than what we had. Zach Mettenberger at quarterback, dude. You know what I'm saying? So
someone to Randy Moss.
Yep, exactly. Rusty Smith out there.
Yeah, trying to throw Rusty Smith out there. Yeah, but you know Mariota got benched, by the way. So he got benched. But I agree, Hawk. His first game when he played the Bucs and he threw 5 touchdown passes.
Yeah,
and he did things, and we started with him and Delaney Walker. We started getting to a point.
Right.
We just needed to get over the hump. And I think with that, Mariota came in and did what he was supposed to do. He came in, got us to where we need to. And then at the end of the day, he got replaced. And now Tannehill's hit his ceiling. And now we got to figure out the next step. I think that's what it is. And I think this is who really set you back, Russ. There you go. That's who really set you back.
That's right.
That's who really set you back. Yep. That's who really set you back.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's it. He didn't build around him. He didn't really build around him like that. And he didn't use him like he should. So all right, so let's see what we got here. LG, what you talking about? At least I'm going to say this. We cannot allow a great running back like Derrick Henry not get a ring. Earl Campbell should have gotten one. Eddie and Steve too. CJ2K and Vince should have been great too. I agree. I just think he won't get a ring here. I mean, you know what? We never know. Let me ask you this. Would you? I know his contract is up next year. Would you sign him to a one more contract to kind of listen? I want him to retire as a Titan.
Right.
And I don't want to get rid of Derrick Henry, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right. I wouldn't either. I just have to evaluate it at that time. Just kind of seeing where he's at, what the organization is, with the GM's direction and things. I could see them saying no and maybe giving him an opportunity somewhere else. Maybe to win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Say, bro, you've done your thing. You've carried us on your back almost your entire career. Mm-hmm. Let's put you in a position where you're still healthy to get somewhere else and win a Super Bowl, man. Like Buffalo or something. Somebody needs a running back.
Right. Yep. And Duval, he says, whatever you guys don't do what the Colts have done. See, now we ain't that stupid. Now, I think an organization, they sunk into a new low. Vrabel's not going to allow that. Vrabel likes continuity, and that's why I think the Malik thing is continuity. He knows the plays. He knows the playbook and stuff. So, let's see. I seen that. I seen this. I seen the meme. Hawk, have you seen the meme of Robisky?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen the meme. What's up, Pig Wickle? No, I have not seen it. No.
That's funny. Let's see. The official, Amy brought J-Rob in. He changed us to a playoff team, and now it's time for us to bring a GM to change. Exactly. And I've like Hawk said, I've always mentioned earlier before we first started doing our show, and early parts and later parts of our show, I've always mentioned culture. J-Rob bought in a culture, and now that culture needs fine tuning. The culture needs to be tweaked a little bit, right? If Hawk, we work together, right? You know the culture. We got a culture that's been like this for the longest, and you see employee appreciation is down, right? Right. Employee satisfaction, SLAs are down, everything is down. What do you need to do, Hawk? You know, Hawk. You leadership. Come on, tell me, Hawk. Yep. What do you do?
It's the culture thing. You got to start doing survey. You got to start talking to your people, seeing what's going on, and make those changes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's crazy, man. Let's see here. Rodney says the media don't look at the Titans now. Without him, we're ghosts. Might as well call ourselves the Nashville football team.
And as I've mentioned so many times, man. Again, I do think we do take him for granted. Derrick Henry had 90-some yards in the first quarter. Like, and people still talk about, like, bro, he had 90-some yards. And that was his career high, actually, in one quarter. As crazy as that might seem, it don't seem like it, but it's a fact. So,
Right.
you know, yeah, just like Eddie George, Stephen Air, Chris Johnson, all the great players we've had, people are going to always complain. You know, they don't have a good game. Oh, he's terrible. He's trash now. Oh, we don't need him no more. Well, okay, cool. Well, let him go. Then don't complain down the road when our run game is terrible. Then we start saying, I remember when we had Derrick Henry. He was the greatest. And then I'll be like, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Right.
all
right. Jay Thomas, you right. You know what? Never say never. You right. Hey, that's some big facts. Hey, but you're right, Hawk. It's appreciate him while you got him, right? And to me, he's still to me, he's not breaking the big one, but he's still serviceable, right? So, and we still have Jeff. You right. We still have Jeff. So Bryce says, realistically, how many years do we have left with King Henry? He's not breaking the bank. He's not breaking the bank. So how many years you think he got left, Hope?
Maybe two.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Probably
good. And that's, do you think that's NFL wide or just for the Titans?
For the Titans.
Okay. So you think for his career, do you think he can rejuvenate his career after those 2 years?
He won't. Every year he'll get worse. That's just That's just gravity, right? As a running back. But I still think he's led the league in rushing twice. Right now he's, I think, number 2 or number 3 in the league in rushing now. So he's still top 5 in the league in running. So even down the road, if it's getting worse, he's still top 10. So there's a whole bunch of teams that need a running back. So it's so many teams that need him. So within 4 to 5 years, I think even down the road, he'll still be all right.
You know what's funny? Teams that like the Chiefs, if they get him, it'll slow down their rhythm. Remember, Henry's he's not a faster guy. He's not a fast guy. So teams like the Bills would need him. I don't see the Chiefs because they're a rhythm team. Teams that are rhythm, they won't get him. But somebody like the Bills, I can definitely see the Bills picking up a Derrick Henry. JS75, I'm surprised Tannehill doesn't tell Todd down, and when it comes to being to boneheaded calls. I would actually like to see Tannehill take control of the offense instead of just doing what he's told. Yeah. I would like to see him say, "Hey, I'm taking this thing over. Todd, go sit down and shut up."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I agree, but that's what you need to fix. That's what you need to fix. Let's go give Eric Bieniemy. His contract is up after 2 years. Hey, as an offensive coordinator, I bring him in. I'm gonna tell you something too, guys. You don't want to have Malik Willis as your starting quarterback next year if Todd Down is your offensive coordinator. You don't want them problems. You don't want them problems at all because he's going to hurt his career. You go out and get you, like you said, an Eric Bieniemy that can sit there and that can develop them properly, right? You put Malik with Andy Reid and them, they'll develop him into a quarterback that is a sufficient, not saying to Patrick Mahomes, but it can be serviceable. So you don't want him to be with Todd Down. He with Todd Down, and man, you might as well go ahead and get him up out of here now. Just saying. Non-Titans related, but as a Broncos fan, we got a Broncos fan.
Okay, what up, Broncos fan?
Since you've watched some of the games, what do you think is the biggest problem with them? Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
And your head coach too.
Yeah, head coach.
It's been a problem.
Yep. I agree. No, it's like you said, the head coach of Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson doesn't look like he want to play football anymore. He looks like he's out of it. He's collecting a check. You guys need to go in and figure out, first of all, your quarterback situation, because I think you guys are eliminated from the playoffs now. So that's a very important thing I think you guys need to figure out. But to me, I think your biggest part is Russell Wilson. Did you see, was that not one CeeDee Lamb? That was number 10.
Judy.
He was going off. He was going off.
Yep.
So that tells me it's Russell. So Bryce says he says it's Hatchet. I think it's a bit of both. But the reason why I say Russell is because even with the Seahawks last year, you listen to Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman talk about him. I don't know if you guys seen that interview, but they're saying something is off with him, and they don't know what it is about him. So
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, are you talking about the song, Max? Are you talking about the Grizzly song? It is Whoop That Trick. Now you're right. It is Whoop That Trick. Shout out to Memphis 10. Hey, they trade them to the Bills, man. It's a wrap. Hey guys, we'll take 2 more questions and we're gonna get up out of here, man.
Yep.
2 more good questions. Oh, here we go. All right. He said, "Do you think his deep ball got worse as well as accuracy?" Oh, do you think Russell Wilson's deep ball got worse in his accuracy?
Who is this? Who? Tannehill?
Russell Wilson? No, Russell Wilson.
No, I don't think his deep ball's gotten any worse. Not from what I've seen. I just don't think he makes good plays. I just think if anything, it's not so much his deep ball. I think that he still has that. I think it's the intermediate passes and just even him running the ball is not. He doesn't run it as well as he used to. The fear of him running used to always open up the deep ball for him.
Yep.
So that's what's changed. He's gotten older. Mm-hmm. So no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree. He's still not. He just needs to go ahead and just move on, man. Sierra got his head messed up. Oh, okay. This is the last question, Hawk. We're gonna take this out. What's your record for the last 4 games, man?
Wow.
I got mine.
You answered that. What you got?
2-2. I think we're gonna lose against the Chargers and the Cowboys, and I think we'll beat Duval and the Texans. Me 2-2. Right.
So I said our record would be 10-7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our record right now is what?
7-6.
So that means realistically, I should say 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't get healthy, we're going 1-3.
Okay. So you're saying the Jacksonville game is what we're gonna win, and we're gonna lose against the Texans, Cowboys, and the Chargers.
We're gonna lose to the Chargers and the Cowboys. I think we'll beat the Texans and lose to the Jags.
Okay, got it. So that means that
we'll make the playoff.
If we do that, that means we're not making the playoffs.
I think we should with the win with the Texans.
Oh, okay. So we just need 1 win,
and I think Jacksonville has to win 3 out of the next 4 as well. So Yep.
I'm with you. Defensively, if you can get your pieces back, man, you'll be in every game. You'll be in every game enough to where the Titans can score enough to be like, all right, we good. But just right now, if like Hawk said, if the injuries pursue, I got 2-2 because I think we can still keep up with the Texans and the Jags. The Cowboys and the Chargers, nah, bro. I'm going to the Cowboys game just to have a good time, man. I'm be honest with you.
Yeah, I got you.
So
cool. All right.
We'll take us out, Hawk.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, hey, we want to say thank you all for joining in the show, man. Hey, y'all, we had a great time. Hopefully, the therapy session got you feeling better. Hopefully. I want to say again, man, hey, we appreciate everyone rocking with me. We had so many people on the show that's rocking with us the entire time. We appreciate the super chats as well. And as Jacques said, you throw that super chat on there, man. We're gonna pause the show. You know what I'm saying? And we try to fly through as many questions as we can, man. We try to go through them as much, and we hope that you all feel involved in the show. We have a lot of people that repeat, man. You know what I'm saying? That come on our show, man. So we appreciate everybody that comes through on all of our shows, man. We appreciate it, man. So we're on all social media outlets as well. Again, on YouTube that you're already on now. You can check us out on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. We're on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, as well as on TikTok at Tennessee Titans Weekly as well.
Mm-hmm. And when you do check out those particular platforms, subscribe, hit the like button, and share the content, guys. And I guess you've been sharing the content when we're getting out there, man. Shout out to the fans that are not Titans fans that was in here tonight, man. We definitely will answer your questions too. So we appreciate you guys watching the show. And again, let's get to the Chargers Sunday. And Hulk, go on and take us out, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate it, man. Hey, we got the Chargers next. Jock and I watched the Chargers game last night. We got a challenge in front of us. But, hey, it is what it is. That's why they play the game. So, hey, we hope you all have a good rest of your week. We'll see you for the pregame in the next few days for the Chargers. And as we always do and as we always say, facts!
No paper!